What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today's video we are going to be talking about buying a lemon. So when you think of the term lemon when it comes to a vehicle, it's just kind of a non-functioning piece of crap. So we're coming up actually on 5 years that I've owned my Duramax. So December 27th 2017, I had purchased a 2002 GMC Sierra 2500 HD LB7 Duramax, and I was so excited, guys. Like I was so fired up. I was so stoked to finally buy a diesel pickup truck. Looking back, I probably should have been a little bit more selective, but what we're gonna do today is we're gonna kind of go through the process and then also let you guys know the current status of the truck. So before we get into the actual portion of the video, showing you guys kind of what we've gone through with the truck, I just wanted to mention I bought the truck 2017. Financially, I would say I probably shouldn't have purchased the truck. It's not that I couldn't afford the truck, I couldn't afford the maintenance on the truck. And that was a huge thing when buying this truck. Was unfortunately there was issues left and right. And we purchased the truck, and it's been sitting since, I want to say, 2019. So the truck has not been on the road since 2019. But in the meantime, now mind you, remember me saying financially I couldn't afford for repairs and stuff like that. So it sat for a while because of not having the money for the repairs. I'll openly admit that. But then on the flip side, I was also kind of over my head because I did finance it. At the time when I bought it, I was like 22 years old, trying to get our own house, trying to do this, trying to do that, and recently having a kid. So we had actually had a kid, our daughter Kinsley, 5 days before that we purchased the truck. So through all of that, I've been paying for this truck since since basically it's been sitting. So the past 3 years, I've just been paying on a truck that I don't actually drive. It's been at the shop for the past year and a half, and like I said, I will give you guys an update on that at the end of the video. But this month actually is going to be the final payment on that truck, so we can finally say that we own the pickup truck, right? Now, like I said, we'll get into kind of the current state of the truck right now. Some people might have said, like, hey, why didn't you get rid of it a long time ago? Just eat the cost. It was like, because at the end of the day, like, I don't know, like, I kind of want a truck that will be running, driving, reliable, and by the time that, you know, we get the truck back here in the next few weeks, the truck should be fully operable. So though the truck has not been operable for the past few years, the truck's going to be paid for. All of the repairs are going to be paid for. So at that point, I just don't see getting rid of the truck at this very moment. But what we'll do is we'll go back through, and you guys will see kind of clips of, you know, me going and getting the truck, talking about the truck, our first modification that we did to the truck, you know, just kind of little tidbits. There's some stuff that I'm going to keep out, like we had a U-joint snap, and it actually left me stranded. It is what it is. So I will openly say that I was drinking a lot when we were dealing with the truck being broken down and all this stuff, and I'd actually lost my keys for a 6 month period of time. And in the video, you guys will see me finally finding my keys, which was an incredible feeling. But then I get my keys and I go to put it into drive, and it does not engage into drive. So we ended up putting in an SBU switch and stuff like that. But overall, I had a little bit of haze, as well as some other issues that just kind of caught up with us after a while. So we'll roll those clips and then we'll start talking again.
Go time for the Duramax. This thing is freaking roomy though. Love it. Price is super cheap on this thing too. It's got 145,000 miles on it, which is good for an 02. So aftermarket head unit. Let's go for a drive. Did end up getting the GMC Duramax. It is an LB7, so since it's 15 degrees out, we're going to do a cold start real quick. Need a breather. Oh, thank you. You're the. Oh, you want the bet?
I need a hug and a kiss.
Okay. Yep. It's Duramax time. Well, guys, we're gonna start fixing the Duramax, and I hit that deer a while ago, which I'll probably insert a clip here. And yeah, we're gonna have to take this grill off, and I don't think we have to order new fog lights or anything like that. I think literally the only thing that broke was the grill. Obviously got pretty annihilated. I just threw electrical tape on it. But we are going to take this grill off today and get everything ready to go so we can take this sucker to the shop, have the injectors tested, and hopefully get this damn thing back on the road. Son of a... Let the glow plugs warm up. It's currently 41 degrees. You ready for this? Dude, you have no idea how much I have missed that sound. Oh my god. We have a lot of freaking work to do to this truck. But the biggest thing is we have the keys back.
It is so cold down here. So the current state of the truck is, truck has been in the shop. The shop, we talked and it was like, no rush. I didn't really need or want the truck back because I've been, traveling a lot for work and doing this and that. And so we ended up getting everything else situated. All brake lines needed to be done. All brakes needed to be done. There's a bunch of like little tedious things. So the shop ended up, getting control of the haze and all that. Truck was running fine. They go and they take it out on the street, and all of a sudden, boom, next big issue happens. The next big issue would be the transmission housing started just pissing fluid out of it. So right when we thought that we were going to get the truck back and the truck was going to be in operable fashion, boom, that happened. So unfortunate sequence of events. The shop that the truck is at, their transmission guy had actually passed away, so they didn't really have anybody to work on transmissions. So in the meantime, we're going to get the truck back. The truck is still going to need a housing. However, they did kind of booger things together just to make it operable in the meantime. So the plus side is the truck will be back. Truck is finally paid for, all of that. So we will be able to make LB7 Duramax content on the channel. But it was just unfortunate, and I want to kind of talk about lemons because you can never predict when you're going to get a lemon. When I bought the truck, it had like 141,000 miles on it, which for a Duramax, that hypothetically you would think that like, okay, that's really not that bad. We only put maybe, I think the truck currently has 162,000 miles on it. So we only put 21,000 miles on it in like a year and a half before we started having all these issues. And it was injector haze, then the transmission, then the housing, and then I hit a deer, and there was just so many things that kind of went into aspect of that. Rocker rust is a big thing, which I knew about when I purchased the pickup truck, but even current day now, that's something that's an easy fix. I know a lot of you guys years ago subscribed to the channel due to the purchase of the LB7 Duramax, so this is kind of like a good, hey, the truck's coming back finally. After all of this time, the truck is going to be coming back. But I feel as if we definitely got a lemon. I don't think that we should have had some of the issues that we had with the truck. Yes, it is an 02, so it was 15 years old when we bought it, but there was just a lot of things that it just didn't make sense as to kind of how everything kind of came about. Like I said, I understand the brakes and stuff like that from sitting for a little bit, but it's not like it was sitting for like crazy amounts of time. You know, but you know, as the truck is going to be coming back and being a part of the channel, it's not the prettiest LB7 pickup truck out there. I'm not going to make it the prettiest LB7 pickup out there. What I want out of that truck is just not a daily driver, but something that, hey, you know, we talked about in the last video about my son getting into racing. You know, hey, we want to throw his quarter midget in the back of the car, or in the back of the bed. We want to tow a trailer. We can do those things. You know, that's going to be the main purpose of the truck. Will I tinker with it and will I make modifications and stuff like that? Yes, absolutely. But knowing the situation of how long I've been without the truck, and then finally getting it back, I'm not going to be trying to push crazy amounts of power or anything like that. But yeah, exciting news going into 2023. We will have the LB7 Duramax back on the channel finally. I feel like it has been absolutely forever since we've had this pickup truck, and like I said, it's been sitting at the shop for the past almost 2 years. Where and part of that was my decision. I did not want them to just work on it. They got caught up. There was a lot of stuff going on with COVID. The shop was short on staff. Obviously, their transmission gentleman passing away was a huge hit. But in the same token, I'm just going to be happy to have the truck back, to be able to operate it, to make some content with you guys. And like I said, it's definitely not going to be a speed demon or some crazy Duramax build. It's not going to be like that, but we will be doing modifications. And as stated in the last video, I'm really looking into getting a project car for 2023. I kind of want to go the route of older American muscle, but I want something that is like trashed. I want something that needs a lot of work, something that I can create content with, utilize a lot of my spare time to work on said vehicle, and then do those things. And with that, I do need a pickup truck to haul a project car, or haul this or haul that. So that was the main reason for holding on to the truck. You fast forward, it's now 2022. Financial situation for us is a lot better than what it was 5 years ago. And yeah, I really look forward to it. But at this point, the truck is paid off, effective the 30th. And I just don't see a reason to get rid of it, especially if we've been out the truck, for all of this time. I really want to take this time to just kind of appreciate the truck, not abuse it, not beat the hell out of it, but just use it for simple towing every once in a while, and just have it and not have to worry about a payment on another vehicle. In the meantime, since getting rid of the Jeep, a lot of you guys knew there was a period of time where I had two Camaros, a Volkswagen Jetta, a Volkswagen GTI, a Subaru WRX, and a Jeep. I had too many cars that I knew what to do with, and ended up getting rid of pretty much all of everything except for my 1988 restored Camaro. So right now, the past 2 years, we've just been operating off of motorcycles and the GMC Acadia that we have. Let me know down in the comment section down below what kind of project car you guys would like to see on the channel. And we'll go from there. But anyway, guys, Merry Christmas. Thank you guys for tuning into the channel, and join us on our journey to 10,000 subscribers. See ya.